What's going on, Squaw Valley Ski Team athletes? Here to go over home program number 2, day 2. So remember, day 2 has more of a focus on strength. So it's not done in time, it's done in sets and reps. And we're gonna go for a little bit of a change. So it's gonna look like similar movements to home program number 1, but we're just changing some of those movements up a little bit. And gonna take more of an eccentric focus. So focusing on the lowering portion of our lifts. So just like home program number 1, we have this single leg squat. So remember, have your dowel or your broomstick trusty with you for some balance in that single leg squat. So all we're adding to it this program is a eccentric motion. So again, just like that single leg squat, we're doing a pistol squat. So the front leg goes out. Remember, we start that hinge at the hips, and now we're going 3, 2, 1, bottom position, back up. 3, 2, 1, back up. So adding some tempo into that movement. Again, this front of you, 3, 2, 1, back up. 3, 2, 1, back up. So challenging that movement by adding some tempo into this one. So same with the upper body movement. We have an eccentric push-up. So starting tall plank push-up position. Same thing, keeping that hips and shoulders level. You're gonna lower yourself eccentrically on a count of 3, 2, 1, bottom position, fast and wrap it up. 3, 2, 1, back up. 3, 2, 1, back up. Now again, you're gonna complete all sets and reps of this first series of exercises before moving on to the next rep. For the second series of movements on day 2, we're going to have a lower body movement and an upper body movement. Again, I've chosen to load these movements with a backpack, but again, anything else you have at your home that you can load these movements with, feel free to do so. And on the first exercise, we have a lateral step up. So you're going to need to have a box, a bench, a stump, something that you can balance on, get that foot up there, and drive up and not have to worry about falling off. So for the first exercise, it's the lateral step up. I'm going to load the backpack on the front. And again, we're thinking about driving this foot into the box to pull that trailing leg up to us. And we drop it back down. There's really no drive from this outside leg. It's all about thinking, concentrating on this top leg to drive ourselves up and bring it down. Right? So again, that's 12 to 15 on each side. Then we move into the upper body movement, which is a seated press. So, much like the core workout we did from home workout 1, except for this time, we're putting the feet on the ground, right, and we're in this nice L position. So we're thinking about our upper body staying as tall and as straight as possible. Then we're gonna take the backpack, right, start right at the bottom of the ribs, big breath, keeping a strong brace core, press the backpack to the ceiling. So seated presses, again, going for 12 to 15 of these, and that is the series 2 of day 2. For the third series of exercises on day 2, again, we have a lower body and upper body movement. For this one, you're gonna at least need a towel, but I'll demonstrate that movement when we get to it. So the first one is the eccentric hinge. So just like our squat pattern, we're doing a 3-second eccentric with it. And this time, you're gonna load the backpack up right here. And we're going to work on that hinge pattern in a 3-second eccentric. So we're going to start up in the tall position and then drive the hips back. 3, 2, 1, pop the hips up rapidly. Again, driving the hips back, keeping the chest tall. 3, 2, 1, back up. 3, 2, 1, back up. Right? So again, higher volume on this one. We're doing 12 to 15 reps. Really stressing that slow eccentric or lowering portion of the lift, and then wrap it back up to the tall position. So that's going to be the first one, the eccentric hinge. Now comes our upper body pull movement. So you're going to need a towel. In this case, I have some old ski pants that I'm just demoing with, but a towel works a lot better because you don't have to worry about ripping it. So this is going to be an isometric pull. So we're going to start in the same pattern, that hinge position. You're going to step on the towel and make sure you have the 2 sides out. So again, we're in that hinge position, brace the core, and then you want to think about pulling the shoulder blades back and hold for 5 seconds. 4, 5, release. Hold, pull as tight as you can. and release. So really trying to get that maximal strength engagement, holding at the top part, releasing. So we're doing a 5-second eccentric with 12 to 15 reps on that. Isometric, sorry. So 3 to 5 second isometric, 12 to 15 repetitions of that. And that is going to finish the series of exercises for day 2, and then we're going to move on to core. For our core work on day 2, we are going to start with a side plank hip hop. So our side plank hip hop, we start in that strong side plank position. So we want our elbow directly under our shoulder, and then we're going to push, starting from here, push your hips up to the ceiling. And now, the biggest part of our side plank is making sure that our shoulder, hip, and ankle are all in alignment. So there's no movement here or here, right? Chest is out, tall and proud. Now we're going to drop the hips down to the ground and extend them back up to the ceiling. That is a side plank hip pop, right? So you're going to do 20 of these each side, right? Same on that side as this side. Strong position. Everything's lined up. Drop the hip and drive up. So you should feel that pinching feeling on this side of the oblique as you raise this hip to the ceiling. All right, so 20 of those on each side. And then we are going to move into our next core movement, which is a plank bird dog. So we've done some of these in warm-ups. We start in tall plank position. And then we're going to move opposite arm, opposite leg. So my right arm drives to the ceiling as my left heel. And then we're balanced on these two, holding back down. And then alternating each side. I like doing a little hold at top, challenges that balance and core. All right, so we're going to alternate those 12 to 15 on each side of those. And that is going to wrap up our core work and all the exercises for home program day 2 of number 2.